Here in Leland, North Carolina, just outside of Wilmington, the Jones family has just settled into their new house. The sometimes frustrating search for a new home while selling the old one is long behind them. But in South Florida, the Ross family is still in need of some help. Operation Build team member Andy Tillis is there to introduce them and us to a new kind of web-based service that makes the process a whole lot easier.
Buying and selling a home, no matter the state of the real estate market, requires planning and can be a challenge. So you want to make sure you use an experienced realtor. It can save you a lot of time, help you avoid a lot of mistakes, and if you're selling, it'll help you market your home in the right way, and if you're buying, it'll save you a lot of legwork. Gabe and Susan Ross have lived in this Boynton Beach home for 4 years, but they want to sell their home and move to North Florida to be near relatives. What steps have you taken so far?
Not too much. We've looked at a few websites, picked out a couple houses that we kind of like, but it's like, what can we afford up there? But we're really struggling with finding a realtor.
We were up there and we talked to some agents and we also talked to some local agents here, but we want to find somebody we're comfortable with.
I'm sure you want to get the best deal.
Right, the best deal selling and purchasing.
Well, that makes sense, and guess what? I'm sure we can help you. I'd like to introduce you to Operation Build team members Drew Ewer and Tom Toronto. They're from a company called HomeLight. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us, Andy.
It's a pleasure. So I'm sure you've heard stories like that of the Rosses, and is HomeLight able to help them?
Absolutely, Andy. So at HomeLight, we help people find the best real estate agents. We do that with our proprietary algorithm that crunches through home sales data to objectively figure out which agents are best given their actual past performance. So we can help you find an agent who's really good in your specific neighborhood, in your specific price point, and who has experience in your specific property type, who's likely to sell your home faster and for more money. A great example of this is Tom. Our algorithms have determined that he's one of the best agents in the Melbourne, Florida area. And if you're looking to do something really specific, like a short sale, FHA transaction, or a condo, we can help you there too.
So why is it so important to have an experienced agent?
It's a great question. So there's just a lot of money on the line, right? If you're buying, you want somebody who's going to be able to be a good negotiator and really represent your interests.
And if you're selling, that you want to have someone who's going to price it just right for that market, is going to help you get the property ready for marketing it, and also to give it the maximum exposure, to put the marketing together, to get you the most money and do it as quickly as possible.
Well, that was my next question. Is a good agent able to help you save money?
Absolutely. A good agent saves both time and money, and one of the biggest ways they save you that money is, they get you a good price as a seller and good deal as a buyer, but is to avoid all the pitfalls that are out there for potential when you're doing a transaction. Most people don't know the real estate laws, and they don't know all the things that can go wrong. A good agent knows and helps you to avoid all of those problems that could take place.
That's true, and for that reason, the vast bulk of buyers and sellers use a real estate agent when they're transacting, and it's just, because if you can sell your home for just a few percentage points more, that agent's gonna be worth their weight in gold.
I know a lot of people say, oh, I have a friend or a family in the real estate business, or they know about real estate, and I think I might just use them. Is that a good idea?
Well, I would like to use the illustration that if you needed surgery and you were going to select your surgeon, would you go to somebody just because they're a friend of the family, or just because it's your neighbor or someone that you know from? Obviously not. You're going to look for somebody who has a lot of experience in that type of surgery, has great credentials, good reviews. You're going to have a lot higher demands on that person. And why would it be any different for real estate?
It's a great analogy. I mean, your life might not be on the line, but it is the largest transaction of your entire life, right? And it just makes sense to use a professional agent who's going to get you the best outcome.
Well, I'm really excited to see how HomeLight works. Do you want to show me how it works?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
So Andy, let's say we want to do a search in Palm Bay, Florida, which is one of Tom's coverage areas, for instance. Let's say we're selling $180,000 single family home. What HomeLight does is it'll deliver targeted agent recommendations on which agents are a right fit for that specific search. And Tom happens to rank high in this search. And if you click on him, you can see a lot of his stats. You can see a little bit about him, his history, his transaction history, a breakdown of his transactions by year, by city, buy versus sell. some of his awards. You can see kind of that he's actually sells faster than most agents, ranking in the top 14% of agents in the area, and he has a lot more experience, ranking in the top 2%, et cetera. And so, so you can see that the idea is for the consumer to have the confidence that the agent that they're looking at has the experience to help them, in the process.
So we're about to meet RJ and Hillary Castle, who were able to find the home of their dreams through HomeLight. Hi guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your experience with HomeLight.
Well, being first-time home buyers, I was very nervous. Wasn't sure what to do. So I went on the internet to look for realtors in my area who worked with first-time home buyers. That was really important to me. I wanted to feel comfortable and not nervous. So I ended up finding the HomeLight website, and it asked a couple questions just to try to figure out what we were looking for and what area. And so by doing that, they sent me back an email with 2 different realtors that they had recommended. Once we told them our budget, what we were looking for, they were like, okay, so we can help you find things. And they would send us notifications and emails and saying, these homes are available, do you want to take a look? And it worked out nice.
You told them your price range, so were they able to save you money?
Oh, definitely. I'm always worried about the financial aspect of whatever we're doing, and I was really worried buying a house. I've never spent that much money before, and I was worried that it would cost more to go with a professional realtor, but it didn't. Everything went great. We saved money using them. We saved money on the actual purchase, so I was very happy with that.
So not only did they save you money, but they saved you time.
Oh, they did. I couldn't ask for a better situation. I felt like it was the perfect situation for us.
Isn't that great? And Gabe and Susan had a happy ending to their story too.
Well, through HomeLight, we were able to find the right agent around here to help us price it accurately and move it quickly because he had prospective buyers.
And how did it go as far as buying?
Oh, it was great. We found another agent using HomeLight up where we're moving, and they help with the process, the terminology, inspection, the appraisal. Just went so smooth.
I'm so glad they were able to help you out, and thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Back to you, Sasha.